Hello everybody, and welcome again to a new playthrough of Stellaris. I have, of course, got the latest 1.8 KPEG patch that dropped late last week, and I also picked myself up the latest expansion, the Machine Empire expansion, Synthetic Dawn, which adds several of the Machine Empire tropes from history, such as Skynet and the Borg. And that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be starting a new playthrough as the Lorg. With the latest patch, as I said, it adds machine empires. So in the last version, we had hive minds. This is basically the machine version of the hive minds. So we have our species type, which is Gestalt consciousness. So, well, interestingly enough, we can't actually use full orbital bombardment with the Gestalt consciousness. Really not sure why that is. Oh well. But we have immortal machine rulers, which are fantastic. Native popes are unaffected by happiness and don't join factions, so just like the old hive. And non-Gestalt cannot survive inside a Gestalt system. But we get a bonus to monthly influence and 2 extra core sector systems, so that's nice. Machine Empires, again, immortal leaders, but all leaders, so not just the ruler. Double the cost of leader recruitment though, and we have to build our population. So we are of course playing as the Borg wannabes, the Lorg. So we are driven assimilators, and we start with 4 cyborg populations. And I'm also running the static research analysis because I figure that the Borg are going to be very interested in discovering as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and having a lot of options. They're very versatile in their advancement of technology. We are, of course, machine empires, which lets us settle basically anywhere we want. We have our logic engines for additional society and physics and engineering output. And we are mass produced, so we produce our populations faster. But we are uncanny, which means people are not going to like us, and we have a bit of a high maintenance cost, so we use 25% extra consumer goods. Red lasers, wormhole travel, and I like the slightly blocky ships, so that is what we're going to do. Let's begin. I don't want to drag too long, so we're going to go with a medium... Yeah, a medium galaxy. And we're going to do a ring, because I like rings. We're going to do just a single advanced AI start, and 1 to 2 fallen empires in our... Actually, let's make it 2, just so we can do the war in heaven if it comes down to it. Just basic difficulty, nothing too excessive, and any method that empires want. No advanced neighbors though, because that's just asking for trouble. I'm not going to do Iron Man just because if something goes up weird with the recording, I don't want to mess up by not being able to redo a bit. So here we are, and I'm just going to turn the music down because I can barely hear myself think. But we are the Gestalt consciousness, and we are the Lorg. Unfortunately, I had to skip that introduction, but oh well. But here we are on the Master Conduit, and we are going to be figuring out if there are any populations or living creatures in our system that we can assimilate. Let's have a look at what's around us. Ooh, that's actually a really nice position. We are smack bang in the middle of the ring. And we also have a nebula up here that we can exploit. And the Shadow Nebula is down there. So that's nice. Let's have a look at our research. Solar panels, energy grids, assist research, and physics lab. We have a particle expert, so nothing useful there. We need energy, and if you choose between solar panel, which essentially just cancels out the cost of your spaceport, or energy grid, which not only gives the energy but also gives the energy credits, and then you have to make a room for it later on if you don't buy it right now. So I'm gonna go with the global energy management. For society, we of course need the influence. That's just standard stuff. Experience gain. Wow, that's a crappy roll. Alright. And for engineering. Wow. Worthless scientists. Okay. We are going to go with the improved servo motors for the army damage and minerals. Actually, I want to go for early armor. Early armor is actually remarkably useful now. Yeah, let's go for early armor to begin with. I mean, we don't get the pirate pop, but yeah, actually, we don't get the pirate pop. Yeah. Let's see if we can actually get a better leader. Discovery chance, biology. Ooh, cyborg plus statecraft. Yeah, okay, we're gonna get this guy. Yes, perfect. All right. Now these guys are our subservient race. Here they are. They are cybernetic, because if you're not cybernetic, you get purged. Which is standard stuff: habitability, army damage, leader lifespan. They are very strong, so they are good for digging up stuff, and also making into armies, because well, the Lorg aren't exactly precious, but they also produce extra energy credits, 15%, which is nice. But they are slow breeders, which doesn't really matter because they don't breed. Slow learners, so their leaders aren't exactly that great, and they are repugnant, just like us. So what we want is we actually want these guys to be on labs, and we want these guys on the mines and energy production that they're working on. So, first things first, we are going to start building our uplink node, because we need the Unity ASAP. And we are going to start building one of our start pops. And that's pretty much all of our minerals. So, yeah, we're going to have to rely on our construction ship to build us anything. So let's begin. And speed 3.
We have found an anomaly.
We have a early level 3 anomaly. Wow, okay. Sure. I want to save up 95 for the second science ship, but that'll be hard now. Now, one of the changes I noticed is that the jump range on wormhole stations seems to be significantly larger. So, I believe that they were originally only about maybe 2.5 times the range of your early sensors, so about here. And I'm pretty sure that they did have been extended outwards further. So, with this one station will actually give us all the coverage we need to cover this entire arm. But we have a first mining station for energy. Let's go build that. while our science ship continues sciencing.
We have found an anomaly.
And the second anomaly. Okay, that's fine. Just need to save up 95.
The system.
Okay. So we have found 4 more minerals. Let's go and survey this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And these 2 will fall within our borders. Oh, these 3 will fall within our borders reasonably soon. And our construction. Ooh, that's a 4. Okay. The other thing that I've noticed actually is that planets that give you more than 2 mining stations seem to be significantly more likely now. In previous versions, so before the patch, seeing a 3 was pretty much a never situation, right? You would almost never see a 3. Like, you would have a handful of 3s in the entire galaxy. Now, 4s and 3s are not that uncommon. Okay, mining station, yes.
We have surveyed the system.
Yes, thank you. Gonna build ourselves a second science ship. There we
Our
are.
construction is complete.
Thank you. Oh, and I love this voice. I love this voice. So you can pick the voice of your empire, right? And I was looking around, poking around in the voices, and there are a few really good ones. I might have to show you in a later video, but there are a few really, really good ones. And I found this one, and this one is Machine Empire Hive Mind voice. Oh, I guess it's full of orders. Machine Empire Hive Mind voice, and oh, it's amazing. It's beautiful. Just listen to it. Oh. There is it's a size 14 Savannah, which is kind of garbage. Oh well. But our first machine population is about to drop. Be completed, which is excellent. And we are going to build a mining network here.
Our construction is complete.
There we go. And first, alien life. Now, this is basically just habitable planets, so not a big deal. And we are going to need 100 minerals to produce our first population. And what does it look like? Size 14 Savannah world, 2221 energy, so not bad, but not very much minerals. Reasonable amount of physics, so might be worth it. That's not yet. Okay. Construction ship. Let's get you out here to begin with. Okay. Confirmed animal life. Yes. Okay. Going up 100 for our next pop.
We have surveyed the system.
Which will be end of the month. There it is. Excellent. 3 engineering. Okay, that's nothing special. Ooh. Actually, move over here instead. We need minerals more than we need research right now.
Our construction is complete.
Okay, construction is done. That's fine. We'll let that run. But we have our first tradition. So, one of the other things that have been changed are traditions. Some of the traditions have been shuffled around, and one of the other things that they've added is a mechanism whereby entire tradition trees can be replaced depending on your ethics, on your empire, basically on your empire and ethics, right? So, machine empires get synchronicity, which gives, as a base, robot build speed of plus 33, and as a completer, as a finisher, an additional monthly influence. Because you don't get extra influence through here. But you also get self-preservation protocols, so machine leaders less likely to die. Drone networks for building build speed. And Bulwark of Harmony. So, ship build speed up 33 and fire rate increased within borders. So this is probably about the same. But you notice that the names and descriptions are also very different. And cybercoms for neuroelectric. But, to begin with, I think it's going to be either choice between prosperity or discovery. Now, with prosperity, reduces ship and building cost. Now, with the yards, right, the shipyards that you can add as a module. Now, those ones don't actually reduce the cost of your ships anymore. Do not reduce the cost. They only increase the build time. They reduce the build time by a significant amount, but they only reduce the build time. So reduction to ship cost is pretty useful this early on. And also building costs as well. So it'll save us a significant amount of minerals, especially if we get it early. We also get mass-produced hull, which increases build speed a little bit over again, as well as automated underway replenishment, which increases ship upkeep and building upkeep. And these two can get pretty expensive later on. Also, population upkeep gets reduced by 10%. And that is extremely useful because all of our population consume an energy, right? And of course, the extra unity from the energy grid and the energy nexus. Which, to be honest, I think might actually be broken, because I'm pretty sure I had this in my test game, and it wasn't producing Unity that I noticed. Oh well. But the other useful thing is discovery, and discovery is pretty much the same, very similar. Anomaly fail risk and anomaly discovery chance boosts as a adopter, and 10% research speed across the board as a finisher, which is very lovely. This one is good, though. Survey speed up by 35%, which means everything's faster. And combat evasion plus 30 on science ships, which is amazing for keeping them alive. And also, research points for a 10th. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Research alternatives plus 1, which is something that we want to go for with the Lorg. Iterative AI is not really that worthwhile. But this, the uplink latency reduction, the final node, assist research now also produces 1 unity per scientist skill level. And then once you get uplink miniaturization, that goes up to 2 unity per skill level. Now, machine leaders can easily get to level 5, right? So that is, by default, 5 extra unity just for sitting in orbit and running assist research, right? And then once you get uplink miniaturization, that is 10 unity. 10 unity for putting a scientist in orbit, leaving him there, and then forgetting about him. That's amazing. And then add in that like, you can get a lot of leaders, right? And they don't die, so you don't have to keep replacing them. So that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. When you factor in the leader levels can go up to 10, based on various unlocks throughout the game, that is 20 unity that you can get just by sitting a leader above a planet. And that's amazing. That's amazing. So I think we're going to start with... I want these early survey bonuses. So I think what I might actually do... Yeah, I'm going to run with Discovery. Because that will also give us the technological ascendancy. So that will basically give us a 20% research boost once we complete it right off the bat. And that's really good. That's really good. So, that is how we're going to run. That's how we're going to do. We can almost build a mining station. Oh, one mineral. Come on. Alright. Almost build a mining station. There we go. And let's see what falls out. Haven't really gotten any of our habitable planets yet.
We have surveyed the system. Our construction is
There we
complete.
go. Now we are producing 20 minerals. And producing one of our machine populations. One of the things that I really like that they have added, although I think they added it back in rather than added it from scratch, is that you can individually destroy a singular population if they're a slave race. So that's pretty damn nice. Monthly influence, there we go. And we are, of course, going for network junctions so that we can bump up our Unity production, because that is very important for us, and we get the research bonus for statecraft, which is really good. We also have a fair amount of additional minerals, so we're just going to go pop over, grab this research station, because we've got nothing better to collect at the moment. Okay. Well, we're building up a pop. 1.25, so it takes a little bit less than a full month, a full 30 years. It takes like 25 years or so. 25? Adds a quarter, so quarter of 30 is about 15. Yeah, it gives us a reasonable reduction. Okay, that is the precursor chain. Nothing special there. Ah, ooh, size 22 desert world. You there. Oh, that's, we'll just redirect you. Spin the other way. Grab that first, because that planet looks like it's potentially going to be really good. We are discovering a bunch of minerals up there.
Technology conceived.
Ah, and there is our energy grid. Academic optimization for the research speed. Yes, please. Okay. And where are we going to stick it? Bingo, right there.
Our construction is complete.
And line up that. Perfect. Alright, got an extra point into society and engineering, so now we are producing evenly across the
We have
board.
found an anomaly.
30%, no thank you. But of course, we are only getting 2 actual non-bonuses, so that's kind of pathetic right now. But at least we are producing researching society reasonably quick, so that's nice. And we are about to get a tiny little bonus to minerals and army damage, which is okay. There's a second unity. Survey speed. Actually, we're not going to do any assisted anytime soon, but this will be useful. And it's only going to give us like 0.7 research points for every planet surveyed, but we're going to build up our science output reasonably quickly, so that's fine. And the survey speed is going to be extremely useful. Alright, there is our next pop. That is good. And let's have a look at that planet. Size 22. 2, 3.
We have found an anomaly.
Oof, perfect, nice. Now that
Technology
discovery
conceded.
chance should actually have a floor of 5, but it looks like some of them actually have a floor of 0, so that'll be interesting. Ah! Here we go. Ooh, maybe a little bit early to get it. Do we have a... No, we don't have an industry scientist. Oh, but it's so useful. We don't need the other stuff just yet, so... Oh. We want to get the early robomodding. It is so useful right now, early on. Okay, we're going to do it. And we are going to boost engineering research. So now we are at 24. So engineering research grants, right? It used to give you 10% penalty to the other two, and then 30% bonus to the one you boost. So they took away the penalty, but they also reduced the output by 10%. So now it only gives you just a flat 20% boost, and that is fine. That is fine. It's not giving us much. Like 20% of 7 is, you know, it's like we're getting what, like 1.8, 1.6 extra research. So it's kind of pathetic. It's kind of nothing, but it may come in useful. Let's have a look. 1, 2, wow, 4 physics, 1 engineering, 2 society. This is a nice little research planet, and we've got plenty of room for other stuff. All right, we're gonna go with this one. Unfortunately, it's gonna cost us 500 minerals, and that's painful. But the way it's going, we might not have very much to spend those minerals on, so that's fine. Terraforming candidate. Ooh, this is a potential double world. This is a potential double world system. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on that one. Now, I believe that they did put in a way to find... Yes! Terraforming candidate appears as a modifier. That is excellent. That is very, very excellent. Because it's now actually possible to find the damn things. You know?
We have surveyed the system.
Oh. Is that it? Okay.
We have found an anomaly.
Alright, so yeah, as I said, most anomalies nowadays have a failure floor of 5%, which means that there will always be a chance to fail. So once your failure risk hits 5, that's when it's go time, as opposed to the original 0. But yeah, we're not actually getting anything to spend our money on. We're not like finding very many stations to do, which is a little bit annoying. Trade posts.
Our situation log is updated.
Have a 2, and we need a 4. I mean, 4 isn't going to take too long to get, right? I mean, our leaders are immortal. They're going to get there eventually. It doesn't matter how long it takes. So we'll get a 4 eventually. We are about halfway through growing our op now. A little bit less than halfway, actually. And I think I want to boost our energy production a little bit. Oh, that's a 5. Yes, we'll take that. Yeah, so on our homeworld, we're going to focus on energy production at the moment. And we actually almost have enough to go and colonize this planet. So, beautiful. Satellite project. That's Keep going,
We have surveyed
and
the system.
boom. Alright, where are we gonna drop? I think here. It's next to 3 resource modules that we will eventually get. So that is where we will go. Alien Prime.
We have surveyed the system.
Oh, look! Something to build. We are rather low on energy as well, which is essentially problematic. What are these? Oh, they're just space whales. On the other hand, amoeba? Yep, amoeba. Okay. Hopefully they can go and stay over there. Size 18 continental worlds. That could be interesting. Target. Yep, so we are going to need energy production. Yeah, we're definitely going to need energy production more than we're going to need. Set up to build. There we go. Next one built, and energy grid is online. We are now producing 4 energy credits. Just going to wait for the next month to get the next power plant. But we are pretty much done. We are out of time. So, making some good progress. We're making some good progress right now. A little bit slow on the start, just based on the... okay. Yeah, a little bit rocky to start with. Just with the number of actual stations, because we just kind of got unlucky hitting these ones first. But it looks like we're going to get some good stuff out of this. But that is where we're going to put a break. So next episode, we will continue and see what we can find in our single station jumps range. And hopefully we can find some good stuff. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.